Hello guys, welcome to the movie recap review. Happy watching.
Il fait chaud ici.
Je dois ouvrir.
Oui, oui, oui,
D'accord,
oui, oui.
j'ouvre.
Vous conseille. Je ne dérange pas?
At the start of the movie, we meet Martin, a man who runs a bakery in a small French village. Martin explains that he moved from Paris 7 years ago and took over his father's bakery, which he now runs with his wife. One day, while baking bread, Martin burns it because he's distracted, thinking about a man named Charlie, worried that Charlie might harm himself. His wife reassures him that nothing like that will happen and tells him not to worry. Martin then visits Charlie's house and finds Charlie burning his wife Gemma's belongings. While Charlie steps inside, Martin discovers Gemma's diary and secretly takes it home. He starts reading it, and the movie shifts into a flashback. In the flashback, we see Gemma and Charlie as a newly married couple. They move to Martin's village, hoping for a peaceful life. Curious about the new arrivals, Martin introduces himself. He later tells his family about the novel Madame Bovery, pointing out how Gemma and Charlie's surname is also Bovery, which makes him even more interested in Gemma. A few days later, Gemma and Charlie visit Martin's bakery. Martin is struck by Gemma's beauty. Soon after, he meets her on the road and shows her a beautiful garden, which makes her very happy. One night, Charlie comes to Martin's house, saying their power went out. Martin helps fix the issue, and afterward, Martin and his wife share drinks with Charlie and Gemma. During the conversation, Martin can't stop staring at Gemma. Later, Gemma returns to the bakery. Martin asks if she wants to see how bread is made, and she agrees. In the kitchen, Gemma tries baking, joking that it feels like yoga. Because it's hot, she takes off her sweater, and Martin can't help but stare at her. One day, during lunch with friends, Gemma learns from a friend that regular exercise helps keep the body fit. Inspired, Gemma starts working out the next day. Later, Martin runs into Gemma and asks why she hasn't been to the bakery. Gemma tells him she's on a diet and has stopped eating bread. As she leaves, a poisonous insect bites her, causing her pain. She calls Martin for help. Martin checks the bite and tells her he needs to suck out the poison. Gemma agrees, and Martin does it. Just then, a boy named Herve arrives and asks Martin what he's doing. While Martin is explaining, Gemma faints. Martin and Herve rush her to the doctor, who gives her an injection and assures her she'll be fine. On their way back, Gemma falls asleep on Martin's shoulder, which makes him happy, thinking she might like him too. The next day, Gemma's friend shows her a magazine with a photo of Patrick, Gemma's ex-boyfriend. This brings back memories of when Gemma caught Patrick with another girl, leaving her heartbroken. Later, Martin notices Gemma talking with Herve and starts to believe that just like in the novel Madame Bovary, an affair might soon begin. The next day, Gemma goes to the supermarket to buy wine. Herve suggests a bottle he likes, and she buys it. While delivering bread, Martin spots Gemma heading toward Herve's house. Shocked, he assumes she's going there to drink wine with him. That same night, Martin has dinner at Gemma's house and notices a love bite on her neck. He becomes upset, convinced that Gemma and Herve are having an affair, just like in the story. The next day, Martin sees Herve looking troubled. When Martin asks why, Herve admits he can't focus on his studies. Martin suggests inviting his girlfriend over to help. Soon after, Martin sees Gemma again, and this time he confirms his suspicions. Gemma is indeed having an affair with Herve. The next day, Gemma visits Martin's bakery but forgets a packet of bread. When Martin goes to deliver it, he overhears Gemma and Herve together. Gemma even says, "I love you" to Herve, which breaks Martin's heart. Another day, Martin sees Gemma dressed in a long coat. She goes to Herve's house, takes off the coat, and they start making love. In the process, Gemma accidentally breaks a statue belonging to Herve's mother. Nervous, Herve tells Gemma it must be fixed. Gemma says her husband Charlie can repair it since it's his job. Gemma then tells Herve they should run away to London and start a new life together. Herve agrees. That night, Martin, upset and jealous, sends Gemma a fake letter pretending to be from Herve, saying he is leaving her forever. After reading the letter, Gemma tries to call Herve, but he doesn't answer because he's with his mother. He tells Gemma he won't be going to London because he's going to Paris with his mother. Gemma is devastated. Later, Herve's mother visits Charlie, asking for the broken statue, since Herve told her it was being repaired. Charlie is confused and says he knows nothing about any statue or about Herve. After this, Charlie packs his bags and leaves for London because Gemma is ignoring him. Gemma is left alone. A week later, Martin finds Gemma's dog on the road and returns it to her. Gemma shows Martin a notice from Herve's mother, who believes Charlie stole her statue. Gemma asks Martin to write a reply for her, but he's too distracted by Gemma. He promises to write it in a few days and leaves. The next day, Gemma meets Patrick, her ex-boyfriend, who tells her his marriage has ended. Gemma avoids talking to him. The following day, she invites Martin to the church, and Martin assumes she will propose to him, just like in the novel. But Gemma never shows up. Later, Martin sees Gemma with Patrick and believes they're having an affair, though Gemma is actually upset with herself for not stopping Patrick from getting close. She warns Patrick to stay away from her. While cleaning, Gemma finds the broken statue that Charlie had repaired. Realizing Charlie knew about her affair, she calls him to apologize, and Charlie decides to return. Gemma also apologizes to Martin for missing the church meeting. While talking, Martin accidentally mentions Herve's name, and Gemma discovers that Martin wrote the fake letter pretending to be Herve. Martin admits he did it because he feared Gemma might commit suicide, just like the character in the novel. Gemma assures him she won't and kisses him. Martin bakes bread for Gemma and leaves it at her doorstep. The next morning, Patrick brings the bread to Gemma, apologizes for his mistakes, and proposes to her. Charlie also returns at that moment. Soon after, something goes wrong. Martin rushes over and finds Gemma dead. At first, he believes she committed suicide like in the story. But later, the doctor explains she died from choking on Martin's bread. At the funeral, Martin apologizes to Charlie, but Charlie blames himself because he saw Patrick with Gemma and thought he was forcing her when Patrick was actually helping her. Patrick also admits guilt, saying the bread got stuck when he grabbed Gemma from behind. The scene shifts back to the present, where Martin is reading Gemma's diary. 6 months later, a new family moves into the neighborhood. Martin visits them and starts talking about a novel that shares their surname.
And that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. Comment down below what movies do you like us to recap next. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.